absolutely. I got Tyron Moore right here on my right. All right, Savet. All right, Soderov right here on the left. Hopefully, I pronounced that right, but we call him Vet. Um, obviously, it was a really hard fought game. Um, Ryan's done an unbelievable job in his first year. They didn't return one player from last year, and he rebuilt this whole roster on the fly. So I think they're one of the best teams in our league. I told our guys that I think when we're playing well, we're right there. I think our best is all right as good as anyone else's in the league. So to be able to do it against them, a lot of respect for them and their staff, and obviously their team. Um, Proud of our guys, man. Proud of our guys. It's just a high-level tournament game. I thought they got off to a good start. We kind of responded. Had the lead at half. They came out like a buzzsaw the first 2 or 3 minutes, but Tyron really settled us in, man. And got himself really just hit some big shots. To see Savet, he was awesome for us as well. Kind of take their big away from the rim, and for him to go 3 of 5, score 11 points. Savet missed all summer, recovering from an injury, and he's a really good player. It took him a while, but he's playing his best basketball in March, which is what you want for everybody. So I thought it was I thought Tyron was unbelievable. I thought our guys stayed together. We found a way to get timely stops. They hurt us on the old glass. That's what they do. I mean, they're top 10 or 12ish in the country in pace of play and rebounding. So, got to move on. Obviously we got South L next, and Richie's a good friend of mine, and I think he does an unbelievable job. So, we got to obviously get locked into playing them.
We'll open up now for questions. Back left.
It was the fast break points, I believe, at times as well. You mentioned the O glass numbers, but being able to kind of force turnovers and then leading to points. How big was that for you guys then?
Yeah, that's something we've done this year. Turn teams over. You gotta kind of find a way to win a margin game, and they're doing it by obviously getting extra possessions. We've done that at times this year. Offensive rebounding wasn't what it necessarily needed to be today, but we take care of the ball really well. We're like top 40 in the country and taking care of the ball on offense. And if you look at our defensive splits, what we do best is turn teams over. So the turnover margin has generally worked in our favor the majority of the year. So, and then obviously you get guys like Tyron, leading the break, and obviously gets it downhill early. Takes a couple transition threes. That's the way we want to play. I love to see it.
There were several games this year where you guys had trouble finishing games. You were in games. It's a matter of finishing those.
Yep.
You were in this game this entire game. It came down to the very end. You guys found a way. How big was that to be able to kind of see that you could?
Yeah, for sure. No, it's huge. It's probably right around where our rough patch. Because early on in the year we really close some games, and then our rough patch we didn't finish games 2 or 3 times. So it's really about guys stepping up and making plays, man. Tyron's big time 3 in the corner. That's really what it's all about in getting stops. We defended their last 2 side OBs, and we're able to get stops. Huge for us. So really just proud of our guys, and obviously, man, it's a process. Learn how to win's a process. So we had to experience just like anybody else.
Tyron, what was it like, I guess, heading into this game, knowing the ejection last game, and then being able to kind of come out and immediately lead this team, have 10 points at half, and lead obviously with 27?
To be honest, I wasn't really trying to worry about it anymore. I was just trying to move on and make the main thing, just keep a bigger picture mindset and just be here for the guys in the right way. I didn't want to dwell on yesterday too much. I didn't want them to think my head wasn't in the right spot. So I feel like they still believed in me to come out here and make the right play and do the right thing, and we came out on top.
Can you take us through that final 3?
Really, I seen the ball bouncing into the corner to SC, and nobody was guarding me. I was like, this might be my only chance to run over here and get a shot up. So the ball just found its way to me.
So that how big was it for you tonight, especially early on, hit those 2 threes and kind of get that momentum going for you?
Yeah, it's big time. I mean, stay ready. It's something coaches preached to me all year. Having a really hard year, but at the end of the day, in March, it's bigger than yourself. It's about the team, and then have a stay ready mentality, and play with all the confidence in the world. And did that today, and came out with a win.
Finally, they had a lot of guys with height. How big was it for you to be able to kind of get down in the paint and be a big factor defensively?
Yeah, that was our game plan. I mean, when I'm out there, try to pull their bigs out the way and get K5 tie to the rim, AP, and just open up the floor and make it easier for those guys.
And finally, Coach, just take me through your thoughts, just being able to take on South Alabama.
Yeah, for sure. I do want to mention Ty's deal. It was unfortunate, to assess a double tech when Ty's got his fourth foul. Chase, talked to me about it afterwards. When I was coming up in the Big 12, Curtis, his dad, was the head of our officials. I bit my tongue, but my thought was maybe Curtis wouldn't have done that. But just unfortunate to assess a double tech in that situation. So I was proud of the way Ty responded, and obviously led us to a win. South, man, they're just really good. They play different than anybody else in the league. So we didn't do a great job at third place. So obviously we got to dive in, and they got player of the league, I believe, and Chase Harris. Olsen really played well against us in game one. So just got to do a better job, guarding those guys, and then obviously attacking their zone.